Chaos does not punish evil, nor reward righteousness. Chaos cuts innocent lives short, and we're to accept this as fate. I beg to differ.
Ian Bogost says that video games depict real and imagined systems by creating procedural models of those systems, that is, by imposing sets of rules that create particular possibility spaces for play. But the rules of video game morality are a very interesting space. Many games, for example, make a number of significant assumptions about the PC's morality, whether they be that the innocent needs saving, or that killing is a fine way to solve a problem.
Who's this? Oh look, it's Naughty Bear. Hello, Naughty Bear.
Some games play with these assumptions. In Naughty Bear, the titular character goes on a murdering spree against his fellow teddy bears, gaining bonus points if he can drive them insane before they die, or make them kill themselves. And even weirder, it's perfectly fine to roll up these school children in beautiful Katamari so that your rather toxic father can turn them into star stuff to replace the galaxy he destroyed. There are some games that explicitly offer moral choices, though. Fable 2 has it right on the cover art. You can be a fine, upstanding hero or an evil anti-hero. Neither affects the storyline, but your choices begin in childhood. In an intro that both narrates your origin and models some of the ethical options in the rest of the game, Little Sparrow must complete a series of tasks to earn gold. 4 of the 5 tasks have both a good and an evil solution. Here, Balthazar has asked her to get rid of some beetles in his warehouse. But when she enters, she'll be offered a different choice.
Balthazar owes some protection money to Nicky the Nickname. So how about you leave the beetles and smash his stock up instead? I'll give you a gold on Mr. the Nickname's behalf.
It doesn't matter if she shoots the beetles or smashes the stock. She gets a gold piece either way. Morality in Fable 2 is really a mini-game within the game. Play it or don't, the story outcome is much the same. Though there are cosmetic changes to both the character and sometimes the setting, based on these decisions.
Great work, kid. You got a real talent there, you do. That'll teach Balthazar not to pay Nicky the Nickname. Here, catch. Hey, it's my favourite couple of kids.
Listen, creep. I told you never to fool me.
Shut it, girl. This isn't about that.
That refers to the disturbing proposition Arthur seems to have made to Sparrow's sister. There are a couple of places where characters in the game nudge the PC toward good actions as the game defines them, but it's never more than a nudge. Despite Rose's clear dislike of Arthur and desire not to help him, she concedes if Sparrow sells him the lost warrants they've collected. Arthur later explains the ripples of Sparrow's actions.
There's my gal! I never forget a face. I've got a lot to thank you for. When you gave me those arrest warrants, you ensured the financial future of this little corner of Bowerstone. And more importantly, yours truly.
Lawless Old Town is a place where the hero can indulge in evil acts, such as stealing and murdering. The moral axes of the game are good versus evil and purity versus corruption. One of the stranger points of the game's moral procedures is that being vegetarian is pure, while meat is corrupting and, incidentally, fattening. But eating meat isn't evil, except in one case: the crunchy chick.
Oh, I can't believe you did that! It was still alive!
Which is odd, because kicking grown chickens is funny. And even kicking them to an untimely death isn't evil.
Meat!
In a 1995 article titled "Can Ethics Be Technologized?", Paul Dombrowski addresses the question of whether or not moral choices can be proceduralized. That is, can we create automation of ethics? His conclusion is an unfirm no, but we should note that game designers must proceduralize a version of morality if it's part of the game. And we can see the choices that designers made in Fable 2, declaring the responses of the world around the PC to actions that the designers deemed good or evil. Sometimes attempts to proceduralize morality reach beyond the game to the player. Several examples exist in Fable 2, times when the evil choice is annoying or more difficult for the player. A fine example occurs in The Spire. The PC has gone undercover as a guard in the villain's lair, with the presumption that he or she must stay in character or the gig will be up. This is untrue, as once again the story proceeds despite moral choices, but those choices are offered. One incident stands out. The PC is called to stand guard over some prisoners, and is explicitly told not to feed them, though the lever that would drop food into the cells is right there. See that counter in the corner? This continues for 3 minutes, and there's nothing else to do, and nowhere to go.
I'm begging you. We'll die if we don't
Why are you doing this? I don't want to die here.
Why? Help!
Do something.
We haven't eaten in weeks. I can't even.
If you don't help me, I'll die.
We'll die if we don't eat.
I'm not sure how well this works, though I do suspect some use it for a bathroom break. Really, though, I talked about all that just so that I could do this. I spent this whole playthrough being as corrupt and evil as I could manage. After I finished the main story, I spent some time upping my purity, because corruption is harder to shed than evil, apparently. Once I was purified, I went and found a convenient beggar. How much gold do I want to give to Jim the beggar? All of it.
You are now good enough to use the apologize expression.
And just like that, I'm a saint. And here's the proof, with my halo and my purity on display, all blonde and blue-eyed and white skin. Uh-oh. You know what? That's a whole nother video. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.